Welcome to the program. The Kenya National Union of Teachers has given the government until Thursday midnight next week to meet their demands or face industrial action. The Teachers Union Secretary General Wilson Sosion said that the teachers are tired of waiting for the government to appoint 5 commissioners to the Teachers Service Commission. Sosion says the delay has adversely affected the operations of the TSC in providing quality services to the Kenyan teachers. He spoke in Mebu.
They have up to the midnight of Thursday next week to talk to us and to take action. On all these matters we have raised, the war against Teacher Service Commission, we must clear so that there is harmony. We want to come back next week or the other week when there are no issues. We cannot be traveling around the country and witnessing officers fighting. That is not correct. And in this fight, we are with the TSC 100% because the ministry is wrong.
President Uhuru Kenyatta issued title deeds to residents of Taita Taveta County, where he announced that by the end of this year, a total of 143,000 title deeds will be distributed among residents of the coast region. Uhuru assured the residents that his government will work tirelessly to curb landlessness and other critical issues surrounding land not only in the coast but all over the country. Land Cabinet Secretary Charity Ngilu, who accompanied the president in the tour of Taita Taveta, accused her predecessor of not doing enough to deal with land disputes. Ngilu says that by issuing title deeds, historical injustices surrounding land that have dominated the coast region will be a thing of the past. Uhuru Kenyatta at the same time ordered school heads holding certificates of a few areas to release them immediately.
Ndivyo nataka kuwaambia hawa watu wanyamaze na waache siasa. Walishindwa wakiwa kwa ofisi, sasa wasiongee huko nje na wasilete mambo kwa wananchi ile inafanya sisi tusifanye kazi.
Mwaka huu tumeanza kuongeza pesa ya capitation kwa mashule yetu ya primary na secondary. Na tumesema ya kwamba mwaka huu hatutaki kusikia mtoto ambaye amezuiliwa kufanya mtihani ati kwa sababu hajalipa exam fee. Kila mtoto afanye mtihani wake na apatiwe certificate yake aendelee na maisha yake.
Well, there was drama and anxiety in Nakuru Estate yesterday after small and many stems of bang were discovered near a public school. The bang stems that had gone unnoticed for quite some time had spread, mixing up with other weeds growing inside a trench by the roadside. Police and public health officials who acted on a tip-off from members of the public uprooted the plants along the Baringo Road near the Kenyatta Secondary School in Nakuru. Curious members of the public gathered near the area where the bank plants were discovered.
This one, naona kiangalia hii. Ndio kabisa. Sisi tumekiwaje kuna kitu kama hiki. Hata hii imechunwa kabisa hii. Mpaka imebaki mimi kabisa. Hii ni jioni. Nafunwa asubuhi. So there is somebody ambaye anayapenda. Sasa imekauka. Imekauka.
Our greatest concern now is we're going to put up strategies on how to roll the program out to the community. We want to create awareness so that wherever they see such a plant, they report it immediately to the police.
And back to a story that we highlighted earlier, a sad one at that. A 62-year-old man from Muranga County has confessed that he defiled and possibly impregnated his 16-year-old daughter, forcing her to drop out of school. The man, however, claims that the devil is to blame for his actions. Take a look.
This turn of events has left residents of Kambira village in Muranga in total disbelief. This young girl no longer attends classes at the Mirira Primary School because she is 4 months pregnant. Man accused of putting the 16-year-old child in the family way is her own 62-year-old father.
Siku ya tarehe 7 mwezi wa 4.
The girl's condition became public after teachers at her school noticed that she was withdrawn and missed some of her classes. They suspected she might be pregnant.
He said that she was not pregnant. So the headmaster reported the case to the assistant chief. And the assistant chief called the parents to his office. They did not go there.
A contingent of officers from the area administrator's office will later descend on the man's home to demand answers.
Katika Mira sublocation, mambo kama haya ya mtoto kulala na baba yake sijawahi kuona tangu niandikwe, na sasa niko na karibu almost 80 years. Kwa hivyo hii ni kitendo kwanza nimeona ya kwangu na ndio ya kwanza.
Lessons continue at Mirira Primary School, but the Standard 7 girl now has to drop out to focus, at least for a while. The man has blamed the devil for making him commit the act.
Saitani atarisida mtu anaitwa Daudi na akafanya kitendo hicho, na wakati aliletewa nini akaomba msamaha na Mungu akamsamehe. Hata mimi naomba sijafanya tena.
The girl's younger siblings now watch as their father is taken away to the Muranga police station to answer to charges of defilement. Timothy Otieno, KTN.
Wow. Families of those who were on board the Malaysian flight MH17 that crashed late last evening in Ukraine assembled at the Schiphol airport in Amsterdam awaiting news on their next of kin. The passengers and crew list so far indicate that almost 2/3 of those who were on board were Dutch nationals. It is yet to be confirmed who shot down the plane as it was flying over rebel territory in eastern Ukraine. KTN's Mashirima Kapombe now reports.
Relatives and friends of 298 passengers aboard the MH17 plane that crashed in eastern Ukraine arrive at the airport where just yesterday their loved ones began an ill-fated journey. At the crash site, the horrific scene only told a story that has no hope of survivors, as officials confirmed that all passengers perished in the crash. The international community has called for investigations into the crash that is suspected to have been a missile attack by Ukrainian rebels who have denied responsibility. The flight passenger data so far indicates that the majority of the victims were Dutch nationals, about 173 of them. Initial reports also suggest that most of the 298 passengers may have been headed to Australia for the International AIDS Conference scheduled to begin on Sunday in Melbourne. The ill-fated plane was flying over rebel territory on its way to Kuala Lumpur from Amsterdam and is believed to have been shot down between the Ukraine and Russian border. The plane was completely destroyed, but it is reported that 2 black boxes have been retrieved from the wreckage. The Ukrainian rebels have committed themselves to not interfere with investigations into the crash. This is the second disaster to hit Malaysian Airlines this year. In March, flight MH370 disappeared 1 hour after takeoff from Kuala Lumpur on its way to Beijing. 239 people from 14 countries were on board and nothing has been found of it. Mashirima Kapombe, KTN.
Right, we will continue to bring you updates on that particular incident, but the number currently stands at 298, those who perished in the flight MH17. Let's come back home. In a section of Nyeri, residents held a peaceful demonstration and protesting on the state of some roads in the town. Residents were up in arms, particularly over the state of road leading to the Nyeri Provincial General Hospital's mortuary. Agitated residents said that it was unfortunate that such an important road was in a deplorable state. They also claimed that the dead were disturbed on the bumpy road during their final journey when horses passed through that road from the mortuary. Now they want the county government to take charge and repair the road.
The county government is taking us for granted. There's no way they would have refunded 700M back to treasury, yet our roads are impassable.
Na wakaji wa majengo tunaendelea kuhamishwa na county ya Nyeri, ati ni barabara, na wanatuambia ati tuondoke ni barabara, na hali ni matajiri wanajenga.
Hii mitaro tunasema, tunaambia kansula wakuja tutengenezee. Watu wanataka kazi na tunaona kazi iko, lakini hatujapatiwa.
Welcome back. You're watching KTN News Desk. Renowned lawyer, insurer Karanja Kabage has been appointed to the board of the African Reinsurance Corporation. Kabage will represent 13 countries and member insurance firms of the Africa Re, making up the Anglophone, Western, Eastern and Southern African regions. Africa Re has a membership of 41 countries and over 100 insurance and reinsurance companies. Kabage, who currently serves as the chairman of the first reinsurance brokers, has previously worked with Federation of Kenyan Employers, the Kenya Private Sector Alliance and the Kenya Business Council, among others. That's about it on KTN News Desk today. But remember, www.standardmedia.co.ke is the website you need to read for all the stories that you do see on this particular bulletin and elsewhere. My name is Bonnie Tunya. I'll see you again for business.